Hey guys, I'm Sarah, a GP family physician, and welcome to my channel where we talk about all those essential everyday health topics. And today we're going to talk about acne. So let's get started. So I want to start off by talking about what is acne, some of the causes of it. I want to tell you guys some really important things which I think everyone with acne must know about. It's a growing industry, a money-making business, and there are so many products out there on the market saying they are good for your acne. I will tell you towards the second half of my video the treatments that are actually licensed for acne that you can get over the counter, but more importantly, the products out there where there's just not enough evidence for them. So stay tuned and watch till the end to find out a little bit more about them. So how common is acne? Acne is more common than you think. About 95% of teenagers do have acne. As we get older, we do tend to grow out of them, and only about 3% of the adults over the age of 25 still have acne. Acne most commonly affects our face, but it can also affect our shoulders, our chest, and our backs. To understand exactly why we get acne and the treatments out there and how they work, we need to go deeper into the skin.
So what I'm trying to draw here is a very simple, basic picture of the skin. My art is not the best, so hopefully it's clear enough for you to understand. So you've got the hair with the root itself within the hair follicle. Next to the hair follicle, we have something called sebaceous gland. So I've colored it in brownie color. It's really important to produce a very oily substance called sebum, and this is important to lubricate our skin and stops it from drying out. It's on the surface of the skin and it goes into the pores themselves. So what happens in acne is something quite different. Our sebaceous glands become quite overactive, and when that happens, they produce a lot of this oily substance, a lot of that sebum. So normally on the surface of our skin we do have bacteria, but they are completely harmless. But in acne, what happens is these bacteria go into the glands themselves and we become infected within the sebaceous glands. And when that happens, the area of that skin becomes extremely inflamed. And I've just coloured it red here just to illustrate that inflammation. And when that happens, sometimes that area starts bulging up above the skin. And this is when we notice blackheads, whiteheads, papules, cysts, and nodules, as well as pustules.
It's really difficult to say exactly what causes our acne. There are so many different factors. Sometimes we do find it runs in families, so there might be some genetic element. Most of the time we do find it's actually related to our hormones. So particularly during puberty, a hormone known as testosterone rises up. It's known as a male hormone, but actually is found in both boys and girls. It's important for the growth of our muscles and our bones during puberty. The glands that I mentioned in the picture, the sebaceous glands, are really sensitive to testosterone, and as the hormone rises, it causes these glands to become really active. As a result, it's really common to get acne during puberty. Speaking of hormones, particularly for women, we do find acne gets worse during our periods and during pregnancy, and is commonly related to a condition called polycystic ovarian syndrome, which I'll talk about in a separate video. There are also other causes for acne, such as medications that we might be on, and also medical conditions. So please speak to your doctor to find out if there's any other causes for your acne. So there's a lot of articles out there claiming that certain diets are really good for acne. Some newspaper articles mention about having fruit and vegetables, which are yellow and orange in color. So these oranges, or for example, these tomatoes. Other articles mention about food items such as salmon, But actually, based on the real research trials, only 2 items have been shown to influence our acne. So the first one is milk products, so anything from drinking milk, yogurt, ice cream, but also things like mayonnaise. And then apart from that, the other thing that really influences our acne is foods with high GI index. So I'll talk about that in a separate video, but actually, essentially what it means is foods which really bring our sugars very quickly up. So foods such as crisps, candies, white bread, things like that, or white potatoes. The bottom line is, guys, you have to have a well-balanced, wholesome diet full of high protein, lots of healthy fruit and vegetables, not only for your acne, but also for your cholesterol and just general health and well-being. The acne market is absolutely huge. It's a growing industry and there's a lot of products out there, so you guys be careful of what you buy. So in the next half of my video, I'm going to talk about all those products that are licensed for treating acne that you can get over the counter, but also the products where there's just not enough evidence for them. So how often should we wash our face? Washing our face is really important for acne. Before, people used to think washing our face a lot, like 4 times a day, is good to get rid of the germs, but actually research has found washing our face twice a day is good enough. Washing more would just cause more irritation. So what sort of products should we use? To wash our face, there are soaps and also Syndet. Soaps are something which everyone should avoid. They are really bad for your skin. They can raise the pH and destroy that lipid barrier which helps protect our skin. It can cause more irritation and just makes our acne worse. So stay away from soap. What we should be using are Syndet cleansers. There's a lot of products out there in different brands, so there's so much to choose from. Syndet cleansers, particularly for acne, I would stay away from the oil-based cleansers, but instead use the water-based Syndet cleansers. So now let's move on to the topical creams. There's a lot of products out there that you can get over the counter, so I'm just going to talk briefly about them. I have a much more detailed video in the link down below, just talking about the different types. So the most common topical cream for treating mild acne is benzoyl peroxide. It's a really good acne treatment and you can find out more just down below. But also there's the acids. There's so many different types. The most common is salicylic acid, but also hydroxy acid and azelaic acid. And then after that, we have the prescription medications. The most popular one is the retinoids. Retinoids, I just want to clarify, is very different to retinol, which you get over the counter. Retinol I'm going to make a separate video about because there's a growing industry on them, and I get a lot of questions asking about retinols, especially about their anti-aging effect. There are other prescription medications for treating acne, so particularly if you have moderate to severe acne, so that is the nodules, the cysts, or if acne is affecting your chest and your back, then please speak to your doctor to find out a bit more about the prescriptions available for treating acne. If you want something a bit more organic, research has shown some benefit with 2 essential oils, and they are tea tree oil and chamomile oil. So now let's talk about the interesting bit. The products out there where they claim to be good for acne, but actually there's not enough evidence for them. So they are sulfur, triclosan, triclocarban, and the cleansing wipes. By that I mean these facial wipes. They might be good for removing your makeup, but actually they have no research in treating acne. And next we have on the list are the mechanical treatments. By that I mean the abrasive scrubs, the mechanical brushes, which you might have heard about, the Sonic skincare brush. There's just not enough evidence or research looking at how effective these treatments are. The only sort of research out there is produced by Sonic Skincare brand, so whether that's accurate, who knows. And finally, we have the oral vitamins. So those are zinc, nicotinamide, and vitamin A. Some claim that taking these oral vitamins might be beneficial for acne, but actually, there's not enough evidence for them. The concern is that as doctors, we don't really know how much of these vitamins you're taking. If you're taking an amount that is more than your body needs, these vitamins can actually have toxic side effects on your liver and your kidneys. So if you're taking any of these, please speak to your doctor to find out a bit more about it. So that's the end of the video. I hope you guys found it helpful. And please do give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, just comment down below. And if you have the treatments I've mentioned in the video, I do have other videos talking about them, again in the description box down below. Please do subscribe if you want to find out a bit more about all those everyday essential health topics. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And hopefully see you guys next time.